Have you ever felt that something or someone is trying to communicate with you, but in a way that goes beyond words? Maybe it's a strange feeling, an inexplicable presence, or even small events that seem like coincidences, but deep down, you know they aren't. Imagine this: you're sitting in silence, and suddenly, a memory appears. It wasn't you who brought it up, but it's there, as if placed in your mind by someone who can no longer speak to you directly. And you wonder, does this mean something? Are they trying to tell me something? This type of moment isn't just strange, it can be transformative. Because what you're feeling might be a message from someone who has passed. A chance at contact that carries a purpose. And the question is, are you ready to hear what this message has to say? We open doors all the time in life, but some of them are special. They show us something we need to see, something that could change everything. And in this video, you'll discover how to listen to and understand these messages that might be all around you right now. Get ready, because what you're about to uncover could completely transform what you believe about love, loss, and the connection that never breaks. There are moments in life when the absence of someone who has passed feels unbearable. You try to move on, but something feels missing, as if part of you got stuck in a moment that will never return. Maybe it's a father, a mother, a friend, or someone you loved deeply. And, whether you want to or not, you ask yourself, do they know how much I miss them? Now, imagine this: you're going through your routine, trying to distract yourself, when suddenly something happens. A song plays on the radio, a butterfly lands near you, or even a memory comes back so vividly that it feels real. For a moment, you feel their presence, but then the rational part of you tries to explain it away. It's just my mind playing tricks on me, you think. But what if it's not? You may be ignoring something bigger. And what makes it even harder is the doubt, that feeling of not knowing whether this is real or just a product of your desire to reconnect. This creates a conflict inside you. On one side, there's the desire to believe. On the other, the fear of fooling yourself. And here's the truth many ignore: what you're feeling, these little signs, may be more than coincidences. They may be attempts at communication. And, most importantly, these messages don't appear by chance. They have a purpose. They're trying to guide you, comfort you, or even warn you about something you need to know. But there's an obstacle. Often, we're so caught up in life's distractions that we don't notice what's right in front of us. You may be searching for answers in the wrong places, while what you're looking for is right near you. This is where the journey begins, recognizing that there's more going on than you can see. Imagine that the inexplicable feeling, the sign that seems so random, isn't a coincidence. What if it's an attempt at communication from someone who has passed, but still deeply cares about you? It could be something as simple as a thought that pops up out of nowhere, but brings a specific memory, or even an object that appears at an unexpected moment. Think for a moment, how do these things come to you? They don't shout, they don't draw attention in an obvious way. They're soft, like a whisper. An intuition, a chill, or an inexplicable certainty that something bigger is happening. This is their way of reaching you, without frightening you, without imposing, but offering guidance, comfort, or even a warning. There's a greater force in this process, an energy that connects those who have passed with those who are still here. It's not something you can touch or see, but it's subtly present, waiting for you to be open enough to feel it. Often, these signs appear at times of greatest vulnerability, when you're facing a tough problem or feeling lost. It's as if this force knows when you need help most and tries to reach you in an almost imperceptible way. This presence is there, but it depends on something important: recognition. If you're not willing to pay attention, if you don't believe these signs can have meaning, they'll go unnoticed. Not because they're not real, but because you're not open enough to see them. What do they want you to know? Maybe it's a simple, "I'm here." Maybe it's a deeper message, something that could completely transform how you view what you're facing right now. The only way to find out is to open your mind and your heart to this possibility. You start to notice the signs, but doubts arise like a storm. Is this real, or just my imagination? What if I'm fooling myself? This inner conflict is more common than you think, because accepting that something greater is trying to communicate requires courage and, often, a leap of faith. Think about this: you feel that connection, but at the same time, it seems like something invisible is blocking you from fully understanding what's happening. It's like being in a dark hallway, where you know there's something important, but you can't see the way clearly. And as you hesitate, time keeps passing. The message trying to reach you won't wait forever. It may be a warning, a piece of guidance that could change the course of your life, or even a simple reminder that you're not alone. Imagine that this communication is like a door that opens for a brief moment. If you don't act, it could close, leaving you with an even greater emptiness, the doubt of, what if? What's at stake here is not something small. It's your inner peace, your ability to move forward with clarity and purpose. Meanwhile, that presence trying to reach you doesn't give up. It works silently, sending stronger and stronger signals. An object you suddenly find, a song that plays at the exact moment, or even a dream that feels so real it's impossible to ignore. But there's a price to this revelation. You need to be willing to listen and accept what's being said, even if it means confronting your own fears and doubts. Because sometimes, what you'll find on the other side of this connection might not be what you expect, but it will be exactly what you need. The tension builds because, deep down, you know you need to act. You can't ignore it any longer. The signs are there, waiting for your decision. The next step is yours, and it could change everything. Now you've reached a crucial point. That message, that attempt at communication, is right in front of you. But there's a choice that only you can make: listen and act, or ignore and move on, leaving things as they are. Stop for a moment and reflect. If someone who passed is trying to reach you, it's not by chance. It could be a warning sign, guidance for you to see something you're not noticing, or even a goodbye, a final act of love. But to fully understand, you need to be willing to open your mind and heart. Imagine that this decision is like standing in front of a mirror. You see reflections of the past, present, and even the future, but you can only interpret what's there if you look closely, without turning your gaze away. This is the moment you need to decide: will you face what's in front of you, or will you turn away, letting the message be lost in the silence? Fear tries to hold you back. Doubt whispers, "What if this is just my imagination? What if I'm wrong? But what if you're not?" What if this connection is exactly what you need right now to take the next step in your life? Take a deep breath and ask yourself, what do you have to lose by listening? And what can you gain by opening your ears and heart? This choice is a turning point. If you decide to move forward, you'll need to let go of fear, judgment, and that inner voice that insists it's not possible. It's a leap of faith, but it's also an act of courage, an act that could transform your life forever. And here's the point, while you hesitate, time keeps passing. This message is waiting for you now, but it won't wait forever. It's up to you to decide. What's at stake is much more than a simple choice. It's the chance to be free, to find answers, to feel that you're on the right path. But this will only happen if you decide to take the next step, and the decision is entirely in your hands. Now, as you reflect on everything that has been said, you find yourself facing a simple yet powerful truth: the decision is in your hands. What you choose now, the next step you decide to take, will determine the course of your life. No matter how difficult or uncertain the path may seem, you already have everything you need within you to move forward. You are not alone. Even though the presence of those who have passed is not physically by your side, the connection, the messages, the lessons, and even the energies they left behind continue to be present. They have not disappeared, they continue acting in a subtle way, in the details of your day, in the choices you make, in the small coincidences that happen, in those silent voices that arise in your mind. This is the moment to make a conscious choice, to open yourself to what is new, to what is greater. The opportunity before you is not a coincidence, it is an invitation. An invitation to transform something within you, to free yourself from limitations and fears that hold you back. The future you desire is not somewhere far away. It is waiting for you right now, right here, in this decision you are about to make. Everything you are seeking, peace, clarity, purpose, is within your reach. But to reach it, you need to act. As much as fear and doubt may still haunt you, remember one important thing: you have the power to change your life. Those who have passed are not asking you to follow a path without obstacles, but rather to take a step toward the new, to see what needs to be seen, to recognize what needs to be released. They are asking you to live, to be brave, to trust that life will continue to unfold as you allow yourself to move forward. When you listen, when you decide to act, when you finally cross that door, the transformation will begin. It won't be an easy path, but it will be a real one, bringing growth, clarity, and renewed purpose. You can look back with regret, paralyzed by doubt, but there is something much greater waiting for you. By deciding to listen and act, you make space for what is at stake, for what you need to understand, to be revealed in a deep and transformative way. So, remember, the opportunity for transformation does not wait forever. The decision you make now not only shapes your future but also honors the legacy of those who have passed. They left you this message for a reason. Now it's your turn to listen and move forward. The future is within your reach, and it all starts with what you choose to do from this moment on.